Day in the life of an account executive. Well, I ended up getting no-showed in that meeting. Let's head to the office. I think I'm the only one in the office today that the lighting on my Zoom meetings is absolutely... Let me show you an innovative prospecting strategy that I'm running right now. We are raising the altitude on these prospects. I'm about to hop on the phones. It's hailing and snowing in Dallas, Texas right now, as you can see behind me. Let me tell you why this is a good thing. We still woke up. We're getting the 5 a.m. workout in. When bad weather presents itself, other people are naturally going to tell themselves, hey, I should take it easy today. That creates an opportunity for you to get better and you get ahead. So use the bad weather to your advantage. Look, ultimate hybrid work experience today. We are working from home. I have an 8 a.m. call. Identical setup in my home office as I do in my work office. I am headed into the work office after that call. There's currently an ice storm going on outside in Dallas, Texas, so I imagine I will be the only one in the office. I'm gonna bring you guys behind the scenes and I'm gonna try and give updates after every hour to share a realistic day in the life of an account executive, what I actually do and how I break up my time throughout the day. I know a lot of you are in support of fully remote work. I know some of you like to go into the office like I do, but I think we all can agree the consensus is hybrid work. Maybe 2-3 days in, 2-3 days out. If you're a fan of hybrid work experience, smash the like button below. I will say one benefit of working from home with a massive window is that the lighting on my Zoom meetings is absolutely fantastic. If you agree, comment the light bulb emoji in the comments below to light it up. Well, I ended up getting no-showed in that meeting. Let's head to the office. I moved to Texas for the warm weather. I didn't know there would be ice storms here. The funny thing about this state is the infrastructure is not made for cold weather, so they don't have salt, they don't have snow plows. I was sliding all along the road. Facebook or Meta's stock dropped yesterday. I'm not sure who actually still uses Facebook, but they released these new Meta goggles, and I actually think they're pretty cool. What do you guys think? These are fast. The funny thing about getting no-showed is no matter how long you do this, it never feels any better. You're sitting there in the meeting, you feel pseudo-productive because you're waiting for someone, but then when they don't show up, yeah, you're just like, come on, what are you doing? You accepted the invite. Day in the life of an account executive. My mentality walking into today is my hand shaking because I'm cold and shivering. We are doing pipeline generation, pipeline health, and self-development. That's how my day is constructed, and I'll show you guys what that means today. Ultimately, it's all about revenue. Maybe for you, it's generating pipeline. Maybe you're trying to find your dream sales job, whatever it may be. Ask yourself, what is the end goal? My end goal is to close $300,000 in revenue. So all of the actions I take today, all the time I spend, needs to help get me closer to that outcome. With how good technology has gotten, adults cannot have snow days because even if the weather is terrible outside, you can still work remotely, you can still work from home. You guys know I'm still gonna show up in the office. We're gonna bring you behind the scenes today. It's gonna get pretty rowdy. I think I'm the only one in the office today. Speaking of pipeline generation, I feel like a lot of reps go into the day with the intention, hey, I'm gonna make a lot of calls, I'm gonna send a lot of emails, but then you start getting caught up in the cluster of customer requests, of water cooler talk. You need a way to measure your success and track your accountability. That's why I made a video talking about how many cold calls should a successful sales rep make in a day. I talked about this point system that I'm using on my own computer. You can see the greener days I hit, redder days I missed. When I think about pipeline generation, it's not just about the vanity virtue signaling metrics. I made 100 calls in a day. Oh, I said 1,000 voice messages, whatever it may be. Break down the activities that lead to the outcomes you want. I want to hit quota by closing revenue, so I need a lot of pipeline. So in order to generate pipeline, I need to add prospects to my sequence. I need to have live conversations. I need to set meetings. I need to create qualified opportunities. I need to send customized emails. And each of those activities has a corresponding point amount to it, and it's all about getting 8 points in a day. So watch that video after this one if you're interested in that point breakdown system for better prospecting. Let me show you an innovative prospecting strategy that I'm running right now. On my screen, you can see this crazy automation going. We use Salesforce and Outreach as two of our prospecting tools. I go into Salesforce, okay? I run a prospect report. So I have over 1,700 accounts or companies in my name, and I'm trying to sell them my software. I run a prospect report and I do a filter by title, and I do title equals common titles of my buyer persona. I run the report. I get about 740 results. I export that title report into Outreach, okay, if you're still following me. So 740 prospects are in Outreach, and then I add them all to an automated email sequence of about 5 emails. The reason I'm doing this is because I have so many accounts. I want to identify the top ones and manually call the best titles and contacts from those top accounts. But with the rest, I just want to spray and spread the blanket, spread the brand awareness. And that's why I'm running this auto email campaign, hoping to spread awareness. And ultimately, I'm optimistic we'll get some meetings from it as well, casting a wide net. So it's about 10:40 a.m. I just got off a company all hands meeting. It's really exciting to get together with thousands of colleagues and talk about what's going on in the company. It always gets me excited to keep going and push even harder throughout the day. Some of you may be thinking, okay, Trent, what is pipeline health? You talked about that being so important. Pipeline generation, pipeline health, self-development. Pipeline health is essentially monitoring your existing deals, your existing pipeline. So let's say you have 5 deals in your pipeline. Each deal is $20,000 potential value. So when you get on an initial meeting, you do discovery, you identify, oh, they're looking to do a project that your solution can help with. You create a qualified opportunity, and then you begin the sales cycle. Initial discovery, demo, negotiation, that's oversimplified. But essentially, it means keeping track of your scheduled next event and what's going into the deal, such as metric, economic buyer, decision maker, decision criteria, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm working with a customer right now. I just got a verbal that they will move forward with my solution. We've been adjusting the scope so that we can align on price. And a pro tip with this is if the customer asks for something, rather than just bending and kissing their crown and saying, yeah, of course we'll get the discount, say, I need to go to my finance team. If we can get this discount, we need you to sign by next Friday, February 11th. Is that possible? And they just said, yes, it is possible. So now I'm going to begin the steps to close that deal. But pipeline health, I'm always looking at my pipeline. I'm always looking at my deals. How can I make sure I have a next event? How can I make sure there's excitement? And how can I make sure I leave the customer wanting more? That's what I'm focused on right now. I usually don't eat any food until 11 to 12 in the day. I bring the same meal every day, oatmeal. I eat oatmeal, and then I got blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, chia, flaxseed, granola, banana. It's a powerful combo, give it a try. It's hard to believe it's already midday for me. It's like 3:30ish right now. I've been on calls all afternoon. The reason I'm raising the desk as we speak, this may be a cool setting, is we are raising the altitude on these prospects. I'm about to hop on the phones. Anytime I have internal meetings or external customer meetings, those are great. That's how you move the needle forward. That's how you get your pipeline health right. But ultimately, what everything boils down to in sales is pipeline generation. So when you have a 20-minute, when you have a 15-minute window between where you're at now and your next call block, you could scroll through TikTok. I'm pulling out my phone. You could scroll through TikTok. And if you want to scroll through TikTok, follow me on TikTok because I got some bangers on there. You could scroll through LinkedIn. And I have a lot of great LinkedIn posts. So you can follow me on LinkedIn if you'd like to join networks. But you really should be cold calling. And that's what I'm about to do now. I'm putting on my headset. One cold call principle is make the ask. If you find yourself on live conversations but not setting as many meetings, make the ask for their time. Make sure before you get off that call, figure out how can you finagle your way into saying, well, hey, it seems like there's alignment. What is your availability Friday afternoon to set up an introductory conversation? That's what I have written on my desk. Get the S&E. That applies to pipeline generation and cold calling, and it applies to my sales calls. As I have the initial meeting, discovery, and I say, well, look, my recommendation for next steps, let's do a demo, let's do blah, blah, blah. It's all about building momentum into the next event. I feel like I'm just getting my day started. It's 5:56 p.m. I have a tough time wrapping up at the office. I sent my follow-up emails. I scheduled my reminders for tomorrow, and I debriefed on my day, what went well, what didn't go well. At this point in time, I begin working on my side hustle, which is essentially managing LinkedIn, TikTok, and making content for you guys. If you've reached out to me on LinkedIn, I want to say thank you, but as of recently, the requests really have started to blow up. So just note that if I'm not responding, it's not because I don't care. I really do care and I will respond. Just give me some time. But thanks to those of you who have reached out, who messaged me on LinkedIn. I really enjoy the one-on-one interactions, answering your questions, just connecting and providing virtually any support I can. I like to finish my days in the massage chair. I wanted to complete the trifecta and show me reading in the chair. Usually I put the chair to 20-minute time setting, either in the morning and before I leave, and read a book for self-development, because we talked about pipeline generation, which we did. We made calls, we sent emails, pipeline health, ran some customer meetings, qualified an opportunity, sent some follow-ups, got some scheduled next events, and then finally self-development. I usually like to read a book, and I'm reading The Challenger's Cell right now, as you most likely heard in yesterday's video. But I'm pretty tired, so I don't really want to read right now, so I'm going to reply to comments on my phone, sit in the massage chair for 20 minutes. Gotta hood up before going outside. Oh, this is like some Arctic tundra conditions in Dallas, Texas. Weather's not going to stop us, as you guys know. For those of you still watching, thank you so much for the support. I really hope you enjoyed a true day in the life. We've done day in the life videos, but I feel like this one we were able to go a little deeper because I was the only one in the office and we had some free reign to go wild. I said it was going to be wild, and hopefully it got a little wild behind your screen, however you may be watching or listening. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button below. Subscribe to the channel for more sales videos. Crazy to think we just hit 6,000 subscribers. Now we're about to hit 7,000. We're growing. Nobody can stop us now. I think people are finally starting to wrap their heads around software sales being the place to be. Of course, comment below for the algorithm. Comment the ice emoji, the ice or the snowflake emoji. We have no snowflakes here because you guys don't get burnt out. We're not candles, but comment the snowflake emoji. Let me know you're listening. I read them all. I respond whenever I can. Connect with me on LinkedIn. As always, you guys know I like to self-promote. We got one more. Follow me on TikTok. Bye.